You hear a knock at the door, late at night, and they ask to be let in. But something feels wrong. Their voices are flat. Their behavior is off. And when you finally look into their eyes, they're completely black.
Oh, great. It's not bad enough as kids nowadays, but they got friggin' black eyes too?
Yup. Tonight, we're looking at the terrifying story of the black-eyed kids. So stay tuned, because you won't want to miss this one. Reports of what are now called black-eyed kids first began circulating in the late 1990s. The phenomenon was popularized by Brian Bethel, a journalist from Texas who claimed to have his own encounter in 1996. According to his account, Bethel was sitting in his car outside a movie in Abilene, Texas, when two young boys approached his window. At first, nothing seemed unusual. They asked for a ride, saying they needed to get home. But as he spoke to them, he felt an overwhelming sense of fear, something he just could not explain. Then he noticed their eyes. Completely black. No whites, no pupils, just solid darkness.
Let me tell you something, pal. That ain't no damn kids. That's a problem.
Yep, that's a big problem, my friend. Bethel later said that every instinct in him told him not to let them in. The boys became more insistent, repeating that they needed help, that they couldn't come inside the car unless he allowed it. That detail would later show up in many other reports. Permission. They always ask to be let in, and they can't enter unless you agree.
Look, guy. I've seen the movie The Lost Boys. I know how those damn bloodsuckers work. Don't let them in.
Funny, because I was just thinking about the exact same thing. After Bethel's account was shared online, similar reports began to surface across the United States and beyond. One of the more widely discussed cases came from Portland, Oregon in the early 2000s. A man reported hearing a knock at his door late at night. When he opened it, two children stood outside, asking to come in and use the phone. He described the same thing: pale skin, emotionless expressions, and completely black eyes. He refused and shut the door. Moments later, he claimed his power went out. Another report came from Staffordshire, England in 2014. A woman claimed she heard a knocking on her front door late at night again. When she opened it, two children stood there asking for help. She initially felt sympathy until she noticed their eyes. She described an immediate sense of dread, like something wasn't just wrong, but dangerous. She refused them entry, and just like in other reports, the children didn't act like normal kids. No fear, no confusion, just stillness. What makes these cases unsettling isn't just the appearance, it's the behavior. Witnesses consistently describe the same patterns. Children speak in flat, almost scripted tones. They repeat phrases. They insist on being let inside. And most importantly, they don't act like kids.
Kids are annoying creatures. They don't ask kindly to be let in like some stupid vampire. Nope. That, my human friend, is a hard pass.
Well, that comparison comes up more often than you'd think. Because one of the most common elements across these encounters is that sense of invitation. They can't come in unless you allow it. They ask, they wait, and sometimes they become more aggressive when refused. So what exactly are the black-eyed kids? Well, there are a few theories that circulate online. Some believe they're connected to paranormal entities, something mimicking human children to gain our trust. Others think they could be linked to extraterrestrial encounters, pointing to the black eyes and emotionless behavior as signs of something not entirely human. And then there's a theory that fits directly into what we've been talking about on this channel, that these encounters are not random, but connected to specific locations and conditions. Because just like the missing 411, many of these sightings happen in isolated areas, late at night, in quiet neighborhoods, in places where something feels off.
So let me get this straight. These little 4-foot-tall creeps just show, knock, and just stare at you with those weird black eyes?
Well, that's what people claim. And whether you believe the reports or not, The consistency is hard to ignore. Now, to be clear, there is no verified scientific evidence that black-eyed kids are real. These accounts are purely anecdotal, often shared online or through personal testimony. Skeptics point to misidentification or psychological fear responses or even urban legend evolution as explanations. But even with that, the details don't change much. Different people, different countries, same descriptions, same behavior, same fear. And maybe that's what makes this phenomenon so effective. It takes something familiar, like children, and turns it into something deeply unsettling.
Yup. Leave it to those Reddit basement nerds to take something so annoying and obnoxious like kids and turn them into terrifying, annoying, and obnoxious kids.
Well, I have a feeling you might be onto something, pal. Because at the center of all of this is a simple question. If something knocks on your door and asks to be let in, would you? Well, that's going to do it for tonight's episode. If you enjoyed hanging out with us, please hit subscribe, like, and drop a comment. And let me know below when your kid's party is next time, because the big guy would love to join.
Trust me, pal, you don't want me around kids.
Calm down, pal. You're going to blow a gasket. As always, I'm your host, Adam. Mr. Personality here is Bear. Until next time, be good or be good at it.